Hey everybody, Matt Brown here. Just want to take a minute to show you my website, needbucksnow.com. This is an article I wrote today, June 8th, 2015. It's called Metal Detector Treasure Find in Mississippi. It says Sally had always read about the devastating wrecks of ships on Ship Island, just off the coast of Mississippi, and how many gold coins have been found on the south side of the island. She decided it was time for her to begin an adventure and set out one day in June to find the buried treasure on the island, never suspecting what would be waiting for her. This was going to be a once in a lifetime trip, and she just couldn't wait to arrive. Ship Island is a barrier island located off Gulfport, Mississippi, and requires an 11-mile boat trip administered by the National Park Service. Ship Island offers pristine beaches and plenty of recreational activities as well. Sally wanted to rent out a small motorboat rather than ride the ferry and take the standard tourist route. She planned on using her brand new Minelab metal detector near the shore as well as inland on the beach. The day was perfect as she rowed the small boat towards the island and sat up in a secluded area of the beach with a nice cove where she could beach the boat and hopefully work for a while undisturbed. Her father had always taught her more than just the fundamentals of metal detecting, and he had spared no expense in getting her a quality rig as a graduation present. It was time to put it to good use and find something big. A huge section of beach seemed to stretch for miles, so she would have plenty of walking to do. She started walking the beach while moving the metal detector slowly side to side. She was hoping to find some gold from all the shipwrecks that had proliferated over time and was determined to see if there was anything to be found. Sally's first hit was near the water, and after some quick digging, it netted her about $1 in change. Maybe someone had a hole in their pocket and the change had simply fell out. Then the waves had buried the change in the sand. A little further inland, the metal detector went off again, this time finding a dirty set of keys. It had a tag attached which had an address that she could barely read and said, "Please drop these in the nearest mailbox." She would have to take care of this later, but she put them in her bag and would try to return them to the rightful owner. She worked the beach for a little while without finding anything else, but she was startled when she got a hit and dug up a 1 carat diamond ring. She had never expected to find such a large rock on this beach, but after all, this was a popular tourist beach, and lost jewelry is found on them all the time. She put the ring in a special pouch for her finds, that so that it did not get lost, and wondered who this impressive ring could have belonged to. She was happy with the find, but felt bad for whoever had lost it. Just offshore, at low tide, Sally got another hit on her metal detector. The hit was underneath a cluster of small rocks, and it would not be long before the tide would start coming back in, and she would no longer be able to get at whatever it was. Sally began to dig while rolling up her pant legs to keep them from getting soaked. She began prying out rocks, and it seemed to her that there was no end to them. Finally, she dug up a chain from a ship, and while it was not of value, Sally realized that perhaps a ship had gone down here, and this was going to be a good place to start looking. She would have to work quickly as the tide was starting to come in. In a few minutes, she began getting more hits with her metal detector from other ship parts. This was definitely a good place to look, as there was evidence of shipwrecks all around her. As she continued, her metal detector showed a circular object, and Sally dug down to it in the water. It was indeed an old gold coin that appeared to be a gold doubloon from the 1800s. She could hardly believe her eyes when she found this. Sally realized that she should comb this area thoroughly. The tide was obscuring the area that she wanted to work, however, forcing her to work her way in toward the shore. Sally decided that she would continue working her way inland until dark, and then continue the next day. That night, Sally was listening to some old bless me, locals in a small restaurant in town. They were telling stories and legends of pirates and shipwrecks, and she took careful note of what she could hear. Maybe these were all just rumors, maybe not. After eating, Sally went on her laptop computer and started doing some more research on the area and the different shipwrecks in the area. Generally, the information seemed to agree with what she had overheard at supper, and there were plenty of treasures that have still never been found. But to check this article out, just go to needbucksnow.com to get my newest articles and reviews. Just put your email address right here. And if you're interested in starting your own website or blog, just go to Making Money Blogging. Click the link here. And I have plenty of different stuff here about starting your own blog. There's different hosting options, ways to get an autoresponder to keep in touch with your customers, and using Max Bounty to get free CPA offers that you can get paid for. So check out the website needbucksnow.com right now and get started today. Thank you. Bye.